Details. Yeah.
We did a lot.
We found we did. Found a research center out in the woods that belonged to Protodyne, which was the company that hired us.
Seems to be,
yeah. And we saw a couple of individuals out there who seemed to be members of a radical group called
the Meta-Human Revolution.
There we go. And we also met up with them after the burning of the building as well.
You did, yes.
And then we parted ways.
Yes.
we don't have to go into details.
Very apt. Okay. So from there, you guys very swiftly made a withdrawal from the scene. The sun was beginning to rise. It's sort of the early hours of the morning by this point, 5, 6, somewhere around there. The first sort of bits of activity of the surrounding town has started to spring into life, though it's pretty quiet by this hour. From here, I believe you had two choices. It seems as though, Drop, you're keeping an eye on the trackers, and it seems to be that the remaining specimens are in two different groups. One seems to be very much centered on the town itself, and you have a good recollection that they're probably using the sewer system to get around without being noticed too much. And the other was in a small little, seems like sort of a hillside landscape, more so to the north of the town itself.
Yeah,
I
think
believe
actually...
from there was sort of a feeling of going towards the sewers first, seeing as you were already in town, but you're free to sort of change your opinions.
We saw the pattern also that they seem to be popping up around like the nightlife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. And we did decide to head over to one of the clubs where we've seen the most movement. Yes. And are you guys still okay with the development we had at the end of the previous session? You guys going down creepy crawly into the sewers?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the car.
The armored one?
Drop just takes one look at the situation. I'm staying in the car. This is down to you guys.
I'll take one for the team. I'll stay behind.
Which car are you staying in?
Your car?
Okay.
Because I don't want to get shot out. Or, well, I want to...
Fair enough.
...prevent that from happening.
So with that, you sort of travel to the nearby nightlife district. Like I say, it's 5 or 6 a.m., so most of the establishments are now closed. And sort of the early morning, a few sort of citizens have started to awaken and made their way, early morning journeys and all that good stuff. You're able to find what looks to be a nearby storm drain. It's reasonably wide, but you can definitely tell that the moment you enter this sewer system, it's going to be quite tight in here. It's not going to leave a lot of room to maneuver, and it's also very dark as well. So, if Drop's staying behind, I imagine everyone else is heading on in, or what's your plan?
Well, I think before we went down, I cast a Grand Vision, so it being dark.
I think you did, yes.
So
yeah.
It being dark shouldn't matter.
Yeah, it definitely helps, and I've got to remember everyone's fucking name now. Sergei's psionics, you're able to see within the dark with no difficulty whatsoever.
Nice.
Okay. With that, you begin to head on inside. Like I say, as soon as you get on in, it becomes very cramped in here. You're sort of dealing with 1 meter wide pipes. It smells pretty horrid, as you can imagine, though it's fairly dry at least. You're not at any risk of having to swim or anything like that. Who's leading the way?
Shall I take the point?
Can do.
Okay. So so you can either make a navigation check, Sergey, or you can make a trailing check. Either would suffice here.
Where is trailing?
I believe it's foresight.
Tracking.
Tracking, sorry, my bad. Apologies. Okay, so with Sergey on point, he sort of leads you on through here and there. It's very dark, like I say, but your vision is certainly helping you at least. Though even with your night vision, it's still just this sort of green filter over anything, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to get the details going. With that, you sort of make a left and a right here and there, coming through various different tunnels and whatnot. The scenery sort of all blends into the same, but luckily it seems as though you're able to find your way into the heart of the sewer network without too much difficulty, at least. You're able to find what looks to be patches of dried blood. Doesn't seem to be too fresh, maybe a day or so at most. But you can definitely sort of see it there. And with that, you sort of all hop out into what looks to be a larger room with a gate to your front. That is where we switch maps.
Did I say I upgraded my pistols before going in last session? I think I did, right?
I can't remember, but sure. Why not?
I mean, you also had time to buy ammo. So.
I mean, you had time to buy ammo, so it makes sense that you did both at the same time.
We didn't rest, right? That was the thing.
No, you did not rest.
We did not rest. We do not need rest.
And there was a suggestion of it, and then Drop just said no. He's got night shift, so he's good. And then I guess that was the end of the conversation.
Yep. I still have my camera on Tracy.
Okay. Good stuff.
I mean, as far as the signal will let you have vision.
So you're able to you're keeping an eye on them, Drop, as they're going in, but definitely as they're starting to get deeper into this network, the signal's going a little bit funny. You can still make out sort of vision and whatnot, but if you needed to do anything quickly, you're going to start taking some penalties for it.
Yeah, it's quite right.
I presume it's a night vision camera, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's everything.
Yeah, because like I say, it's literally pitch black in here. So
yeah, it's the most expensive version with the
nice
heat signals as well.
Good stuff. So
Yes.
you guys all find yourselves sort of hopping out of a nearby drain pipe into a small little room. There seems to be a sort of a portcullis in front of you that sort of allows the water underneath to exit out, but blocks any sort of larger material, at least for the time being. You have a little look across, and you can definitely tell that the trail of blood does lead out this way before taking a left. So, what is it that you'd like to do?
Load up, bitches!
Sergey was leading, so
Yes.
Okay, so like I say, at the moment there is a portcullis in front of you blocking your entrance.
Never mind, bitches.
How high is it? Is it too?
So it's sort of the room is a little bit more spacious than the tunnels, but you're looking at no more than maybe 1.5 meters,
I have a grenade.
perhaps 2 meters at most.
Okay, so
Could I crawl on the wall and climb over it, or is it like all the way up?
It's all the way up to the ceiling, unfortunately.
so I look at the group and I'm sort of like, is anyone good with lockpicks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, my
Yeah,
best solution would be to smash the gates.
I think we had someone who was better at that.
You go at it, Sergey, with your stun baton.
Which one of us has? What's your lockpicking skills?
Look here.
I think Ubaste had a pretty good one.
Yeah, I got 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Floyd he had a very good lockpicking, but since he wasn't chosen for this mission,
I have 10. But I remember last time someone had better, but maybe because we changed team.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do it then? I have 19.
What?
19?
Yeah, I've got an 11 in finesse, so
okay.
I
How
got
do
2
you-
in finesse.
8
Yeah,
is
you have a very brief look at Kai and see that he has spent quite a significant fortune on some pretty gnarly cybernetics. Okay, so with that, you let Kai take front and center. He sort of whips out a few lockpicks here and there. Make your roll, please, Kai. More than enough. You have a little look nearby, and there definitely does seem to have been an electronic panel at some point. However, it has long since just been broken and ill-maintained, preventing it from being used. You're able to get out your lockpicks and quickly just sort of jam them in, opening up the way forward. As this happens, and you sort of shift portcullis once more, what looks to be a severed arm just sort of drops down from the locking mechanism, splashing on the floor in front of you.
You hungry, Graham?
Yeah, we can keep going then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I proceed.
Okay. So, from where you're able to have a look, the blood trail seems to lead to your immediate left and go forward for quite a significant amount of time.
Then that is the way.
Okay. Alrighty. So, with that, Sergey and Tracy sort of begin to head on up. Kai also then follows in, I guess Ubaste taking up the rear.
I was thinking of going in the back, but Ubaste wasn't moving.
I want to climb in the roof.
Okay, sure. Like I say, it's pretty low down, so you're able to maneuver across Ubaste fucking Spider-Man style. Ichi sort of looks back and just sees him crawling on the wall like a fucking alien in Alien vs. Predator. It's quite disconcerting for a start, but, at least he's on your team.
Okay, so I carefully peek around the corner.
Okay, make
my
a perception check, please.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so you sort of gauge your surroundings, Sergey. You can clearly make out this trail that continues to go deeper on into the sewers. It seems to head on immediately and then take a right here. As you're sort of, examining this, however, you hear something move very quickly behind you over here, over in this direction. You look around for a moment, and when you do so, it's gone, whatever it is.
Was that a rat?
I don't know.
Did it sound like a big rat or a small rat?
If it's a rat, it's a fucking big rat.
Okay, it's a big rat. Okay, well, guys, I think we're not alone. Stay on guard.
That was the point of this mission. He's not even walking out with the shield in hand. He's like, oh no!
Well, carry on.
Okay.
Do I spot anything to my right?
Yeah, so you have a little look on through. It seems to be a small little access pipe that goes for a short duration before facing another similar portcullis as you had seen previously. The trail, however, does continue on further.
Move, Tracy. Move.
Oh, didn't see.
Come
you
on.
forward.
Come on, Rick, stay with us.
Move, you
Okay.
bastard.
Okay. So, Sergey, you sort of come to another junction, whatnot, with the rest of the team moving behind you. You can clearly see another portcullis straight ahead. However, this one is now open, and the trail seems to lead into what looks to be, it's difficult to tell from here, but it's definitely sort of another chamber that opens up a little bit more. There also seems to be sort of fetid biomatter sort of sprawled across sort of the walls, ceilings, and the room, the chamber itself.
Okay, so you guys are talking about my farts? This is what happens when I fart.
Okay. As you come around the corner, you see in front of you what looks to be a horribly disfigured creature.
Oh no, that's just Sergey.
It seems to have various sort of growths out of its body, but the thing that takes you by surprise is it has a series of sort of porcupine-esque skewers across its back. And as it sort of sees you, it lets out a high-pitched screech. Kai, ever alert as you are, you sort of turn around and you can hear what sounds to be hurried sort of quadruped footsteps coming from behind you.
Oh.
I
Okay.
feel so safe in the car.
Can I cast an ability?
I'd like everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Yay, damn it.
Does that fucking thing have cybernetics?
No, it's just the most relevant artwork.
Okay.
Find.
Okay. Whew.
What?
I'll just roll, just in case.
Yeah, sure, in case you want to do anything or what. Okay, so give me 2 seconds, guys.
No worries.
So we want plus 11.
Any of you guys have enhanced vision or anything?
Yes, I
Low light.
cast it.
Yeah, but I mean cybernetic enhancement, because I could probably hook up the video feed from Tracy's camera to your cyber vision. I don't know.
Am I the only one with cybernetics?
No, I got one too for
Masturbating?
masturbate.
Alrighty, so with that, it seems as though the dregs are a little bit more aware. Perhaps they've been stalking you for a little bit. The slashers are going to immediately start moving on in. Kai, you find yourself being flanked by 2 of them fairly quickly. Before Sergey, you see another one just fly on out from one of the nearby tunnels at great speeds towards you. A few more also begin to move in. Okay. So with this, we are going to have one that is next to you, Sergey, is going to try and attack. So let me get the... Okie dokie. So this will be 14. So it tries to attack with its claws.
Oh, I need.
Endurance plus reflex. Alrighty. What's your current physical resistance?
23.
Okay. It runs square onto into your face, but with your shield down, you're able to just stop it from getting through your armor pretty handily. The 2 at the back are going to try and claw at yourself, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
First one.
Dodge.
Yeah, making 2. Endurance plus reflex, please. Alright. So it goes for the slash. Righty. So that is. Sorry, 2 seconds.
No worries.
Okay, so that is 6 physical damage, 8 pen, Kai.
I think I have 10 resistance. So
Okay.
it's 4?
Yes. And it will make a second attack against you.
Fuck.
And same again. And this one is also going to do the same, so 2 attack. And the last one. Alright, so 3 hits against you. Each of you sort of turns around, and you just see Kai being assaulted by these 2 sort of dregs at the back. He's able to sort of hold them off without taking too much damage, but you can definitely sort of see him get slashed across the arms and wrists a little bit.
And the other 6 damage?
Yeah. They all do the same flat damage for an unarmed attack.
Which is 8, 10, 6 damage?
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
It's 4 for every strike.
Yeah. These 2 at the back, however, you see them once again just sort of create this sort of bile in their mouth and just throw it against, spit it against Sergei. So they are going to use their shoot bile attack. Alrighty, can you make a foresight plus reflex check, please, Sergei, for each of these? You're looking for a success target of 5.
Oof.
Okay, you dodge the first and the second, please. Nice. And you're able to just about dodge the second. You see these 2 sort of projectiles of acid just hit the stonework and begin to dissolve it. But Sergei, fortunately, is able to dodge them without too much difficulty. Ubaste.
Okay, I continue crawling on the roof.
Okay, yeah.
And I want to drop down on this one with my sword and then attack him.
Alrighty. Make your
Murder.
roll. So, plus reflex. Okay, so they got 13 for their dice. So, first attack. Ooh, nice. Roll that damage. Nicely done. Second.
Yeah. Wait. There was one thing I took.
Yep.
I forgot to send my.
Yeah, it's all good. What's up?
I took the opportunist trait. Target
Okay.
50% health or less. Take a -2 dice penalty for opponent.
I'll let you know then when you attack a bloodied enemy.
Okay, now I'm gonna use my second.
Yep. That's also a hit. Nice.
Is he still alive?
He's still up, but he is now bloodied.
Oh, time to kill him.
Unfortunately, you missed with the final one, but you've done a good bit of damage to him at least.
Yeah.
Are you staying where you are, Ubaste?
I guess I jumped down on him, so I guess
Yeah. Alright.
I'm stuck on him.
Sergei.
Yes, I would like to cast a spell.
Okay. What would you like to cast?
Kinetic Barrier. I need to click campaign.
Yeah, it's alright.
So I gain 8 shield.
Okay. You see, sort of, as Sergei begins to sort of create this barrier around him, it provides a very brief moment of illumination, and it's kind of like a rave just with a strobe light going. You sort of turn around and see Kai just fighting off these, these
actually,
creatures behind him.
can I change the target and put it on high?
Okay.
No. No.
Kai, you find yourself sort of surrounded with this small little barrier. It gives you 8 shielding, which is just enough to take the edge off these hits.
Okay, that was 2 action points. And
Yep,
then
so you've still got 1 left.
Yes, I want to attack the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
This is the moment where we find out if all the damn things work. But nothing's
This
happening.
is your moment to shine, sir.
No, it's more of a it's a roll thingy doing anything, but
Okay.
it's not rolling. Damn it. Damn it. So you prepare this, and then you're like,
It's alright, take your time.
well, it's just the regular attack thing, right?
Mm-hmm. See, you go to thrust forward, but this thing's way too fast. It takes you off guard a little bit. You swing, it's already gone. It's latched onto one of the walls nearby.
Okay, well, that will attack that.
Okay, Tracy.
I am going to lightning.
Ooh.
So it's within 4 meters of each other. So I
Yeah.
should be able to hit that one, and that one.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then can I chain it off of that one to that one?
You can.
Then that is what I'll do. That should be the 4 targets.
Alrighty. So, remind me again, what check am I making here?
If this works, there should be.
Reflex and foresight?
Yes, I was trying to do it as a macro, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Everybody's macro not working.
You throw out your lightning bolt that just sort of electrocutes and burns part of the sort of skin and flesh of this thing.
Nice. So that is 44. 11. Nice.
Oof. I'll just move this aside so I can actually... Okay, 11. Unsurprisingly, it is not very resistant to electrical damage.
Next one.
It is also on its last legs, like it's barely standing. At which point the bolt ricochets off onto the next one.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Actually, ignore that. That's the wrong dice ball. Oh, I failed anyway. It was meant to be an even smaller dice ball, but hey.
Okay.
Yeah, so you hit the second one. Roll your damage, please.
3d4.
Okay. At which point it then shoots off to this one. Nice.
So that is 2d4.
2d4. That roll. And then it shoots off to the final.
Oh.
Still, each of you sort of watch as this light show just takes flight before you see Kai illuminated briefly with this barrel before Tracy fires off this ricochet lightning that just arcs between each of them. Alrighty, anything else at all, Tracy?
Kind of squished in here, so no.
Okay. Don't forget, Drop is a camera, so
okay.
his bear is unoccupied.
Then I will squeeze into that spot.
Fair's enough. Speaking of which, Drop, you just see all manner of carnage now break out on this camera.
Yeah, I'm really comfortable. I feel
You put the air conditioning on, you
Yeah.
know.
but I'm like I feel a little bit panic just from seeing you guys in this cramped space.
Okay.
But I don't really have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Just now because there's not really any technology. I'm just.
I mean, what you could do, if you wanted, you could use the help action to sort of call out where they are. Maybe to help them out. That's the only thing I can think of.
I still have the pinger installed in their devices.
Yeah.
So that they can track the subjects themselves if they have a connection.
Yeah. In that case, would you like to use the help action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you spend your time. You spend 3 of your action points to bestow the help action. Who would you like to sort of target with it? Who do you sort of concentrate on to try and help out?
I think I'm going to help Kai in this.
Okay, so Kai, you get +3 to your dice ball for your next action.
Nice.
Alrighty. So Skewer is up. You see this sort of large porcupine-esque creature look across. Unfortunately, you all moved out of the way, which is very annoying. But you see it turn around, and much like how sort of a porcupine defends itself with this volley of just barbs, it's just going to shoot them out like basically like a shotgun. Unfortunately, Kai and Tracy, you sort of all moved out the way, so this is just going to be against yourself, Sergey.
It's okay. He's got a shield.
I'd like you...
I am doing my part.
So, like a usual attack, endurance plus reflex, please. This guy does have quite a large dice pool, however. Alrighty. So, as these barbs sort of shoot forward, you put your shield up to brace yourselves, but you're not able to move out of the way quickly enough, unfortunately. Okay, so this is... Wow, that's a shit roll. So, this is going to be 13 physical, 10 penetration. Which I believe equals out to 0 against your armor.
Yeah, I got 23.
You sort of look across and you just find these barbs now just sticking through into your shield, but luckily you didn't take any damage. That was a shit damage roll. Alright, that is the skewer done. So we are down to Kai.
If I were to shoot, would I get the help action dice?
You get a +3, but you'd also get a -2 as you've got 2 enemies next to you.
Yeah, I'll have to do this. So
Okay.
I'll take aim.
Yep.
Shoot the northern one first.
Yep, sure.
How many fucking dice is that?
Yes.
All of them.
Whatever you would normally roll, and then I guess an extra +1. +3 from drop, -2 from the penalty.
Alright. Take aim. 22? 22.
Unsurprisingly, you hit. Alright. As Ubaste sort of slashes for the first 2 times, you just hear this gunshot go off and just its head explodes completely. You're able to sort of maneuver the shots to not hit Ubaste.
Is it now -1 because there's one enemy next to me?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so
I hope you guys brought your hearing protection down here.
Yeah, I hope the sewer doesn't collapse from the noise.
did the roll go through? I don't think so.
Yes, it is. You got 12 successes. I got 7.
Doink. Oh, Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Immediately, you just see like one of its arms get blown clean from the socket. It's just standing, but not by much.
Next one then, I guess.
Yep.
Nope.
At which point you just completely finish it off.
I got 3 shots left. I'll move.
Yep.
The big boy.
The one at the back? Alrighty.
Actually, let's clear up the first one.
Okay, sure.
Be nice, I guess.
Okay. Hit with the first attack.
Next shot.
Yep. So 11 dice pool. Oof. Yeah. Which point you finish that one off as well.
Then I'll shoot the big guy.
Yep. This one does have a bit better. Still isn't quite able to dodge out of the way, taking the impact. Okay.
And then I'll skedaddle back.
Nicely done.
2.
Good stuff. So, slashes are up next. Right, which ones we got? You hear another one move from the rear. However, that's all of its movement. It was quite far away. I'm going to move that one out of the way. That one comes on in. That one's going to move up. Okay, so the one at the front, it tries to claw into Sergey, but his shield's just standing strong. It's not able to get through his armor one way or the other. This one at the back is also going to try and use its spit once more against you, Sergey. So this is... I've forgotten what it is. I should remember.
Reflex plus
I
foresight?
think so. Let me just check. Foresight and reflex, please. Nice. Yeah. Once again, it tries to throw this projectile at you, but you're standing strong. This one is also going to do the same, but to yourself, Kai. So can I get a foresight and reflex check, please?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Once again, you're able to sort of just dodge out the way of this projectile. Not too difficult at all. Yubaste.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go.
I wanna walk around here. I'll continue slicing up more of these
Oh, yes.
minions. First melee attack.
Yeah, make your attack, please. Miss with the
Next.
hit with the second. Nice. And final. Unfortunately, miss with the third. Alrighty, staying where you are.
Sure, I'll be your shield. Okay.
That's my job.
Speaking of which, Sergey.
Yes. I was actually doing my skills and was checking them because something wasn't working, and now
Yeah, no worries.
I knew when it was my turn. That is not what I want. I'm sorry.
It's alright, yeah, take your time.
There was a skill called kinetic.
Contraption?
Yeah, contraction.
Yeah. Flux too.
Yeah, it's one of the skill. I found out that that wasn't in my bar, so
I see.
Okay. So I want to cast it.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the skill.
6 meters in the epicenter of the gravity well. So where are you putting this?
Oh wait, it's 6 meter.
All individuals who are currently within 6 meters of the epicenter.
Okay, let's not do that.
It could be so fun.
Okay. You know what? The battle's going fine. I'm just gonna put a shield on myself.
Okay.
So I will cast select. I will do this. So I get a shield.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna whack the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Wait, this time it's working because I fixed the macro.
Nice. Alrighty. So let's see what you got. You go to throw thrust at the first one, but yeah, it's not able to land your hit, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. Well, that is my turn.
Okay. Tracy.
I'm gonna come around the corner. See that the two top ones are dead.
Yep. You see sort of Yubaste fighting off against one at the back and Sergey fighting off one at the front.
Yeah, I can't see the one at the back at the moment. So I am going to focus on these three.
Yep.
I take it if I use combustion, which is a cone, it's going to hit Sergey.
Hey.
So I'm not going to do that. What was cold?
He's got a shield, it's fine.
Yeah, the shield's in front of him and I'm behind him.
I mean, I got a psionics barrier on. As long as it doesn't do more than 8 damage.
Yeah.
4 meter radius. So that's going to be there. That's fine. So I'm going to cold snap.
Okay.
So that should hit all 3 of them in that 4 meter room.
Okay, so 2 seconds. It's a 4 meter radius circle, you say?
Yes.
I'm going to move it, don't worry. So, what, something like that, I guess?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Purple.
What the hell?
Yeah, so on the start of their turn, or anyone that tries to enter it will take
Yep.
the damage.
Fair enough.
And then I'm going to pop back round the corner again.
Oh, yes. Drop.
Yimmy?
Yes. I'm gonna do the help action again, I guess.
Okay, anywhere, who would you like to help?
I guess Sergey, I think.
Okay. You try to make the best out of the situation, considering you're like a camera on, is it Kai's shoulder?
Actually, the camera is on Tracy's shoulder.
Despite all the lightning going off and the gunshots and whatnot, you try your best to sort of view the image and call out to Sergey to dodge that, hit that.
I mean, if you want, you can stick it on the shield,
Where is Tracy, by the way?
Tracy is here.
hiding in the corner.
She's
okay.
out and just electrocuting things and whatnot.
Okay, I just couldn't see.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, sure. Well, I try to make sense of all the individuals when Tracy's popping out, and yeah,
makes sense. All right. With that, once more, it is a skew. You guys are in a very good position, however.
So they start their turn in the...
Yes, it's a good point. Yes, so it starts its turn in the effect. So what am I making?
Endurance and will.
Okay, it's reasonably good at this.
I'm going to reuse my Arcing Bolt macro because I don't have gold snaps out yet.
No worries.
7.
Okay. Yeah, it succeeds, unfortunately. I believe it still takes half damage.
Ooh. That's a good question. Yes, half amount.
Okay.
And I can never remember. Do I roll once for the cold damage or once for the mental or both?
Yeah, once for each damage type. Okay. Yeah, not bad. It still takes 2. With that, it's going to do the same thing and just fire forth these projectiles in like a shotgun code. Well, once again, you guys are nice and away from the impact, so it's just going to be Sergey taking this into the face. However, it is starting to get a little bit damaged, so its dice pool is starting to get reduced. And that's also a pretty shit roll. So Sergey, once again, endurance plus reflex, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you're easily able to stave it off. It's going to fire once more out of desperation.
I actually did the wrong
That's
roll,
fine.
but you should take 2 often.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be enough.
6.
Yeah. It then fires once more.
Once more, so that's 3 attacks?
2.
Oh. Because I... Okay.
All right. So,
Oh, it doesn't...
hey, finally, a roll that damages you.
Hey!
You try your best to sort of... You're just taking all of this impact, and you think, yeah, this is fine. My armor can hold. And then for a brief moment, it just finds like a weak point. So this is 23 physical, 10 pen. So I guess 10 damage to yourself.
23 physical.
23 physical damage, 10 pen.
Okay, so
Considering your armor's 23.
that's 10 10 damage then.
Oh no, dead.
I got a shielding of 8. So how does that work?
You have. So that takes the damage down from 23 to 15. So it'll be your shield's gone, but the damage impact will be 15 physical, 10 pen.
So I take 2 damage.
You take 2 damage.
Oh, he's dead. Oh no.
It is but a scratch. See, barrier working out just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skewer is also going to try and move out of the cold, but you positioned it very well. You see it sort of clamber out towards the side, disappearing from your sight, but you can definitely sort of hear the groans and moaning of it. It's difficult terrain, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, and he needs to make the save as well because he started his turn.
Yeah.
So hopefully macro will work this time.
Mantle.
Yes.
Radical.
Okay. Right, so I'll roll for that one on its turn because I got them in separate initiatives. So Kai.
I'm gonna let loose on this goose.
Oh yes.
Fire.
You easily fire over Ubaste's shoulder, just sort of hitting it to the side. Okay, nice. You just sort of tear a chunk out of its neck and torso.
Another one.
At which point you just cleanly finish it off, no difficulty.
There you go.
It is most definitely down.
What's going on in here?
You turn around, you just see sort of icicles beginning to form over this room.
Entire shield covered in spikes.
It is very purple, this room.
I'm slowly starting to turn into a porcupine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shoot at this guy then.
Yep. That's a hit. Nice.
Oh, shitty.
Fairly low damage roll for you.
Wow. Another one.
Another one.
There we go. Oh, shitty damage roll as well. Terrible game. Another one then.
Okay. Will you finish it off?
There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
One shot left, so I'll shoot the guy in the back.
Yep. Nice. Oof.
And then I'll head on back.
Oh, yes.
Check for reload. I'm fine.
There you go. Okay, so the slasher starts its turn in your effect. So it needs to make a save.
Oof, that's low.
Did you roll was that okay, it's 4. So it saves for half damage.
You got 4 successes. Disgraceful.
Yeah. Sorry?
That's
Yeah.
disgraceful.
Sorry, man. Okay, still, it sort of takes, it deals a fair bit more damage, and it's barely holding itself together, to be honest. It looks like it's about to fall away. It sort of looks around at the situation, and it's an aggressive cannibalistic. It's just going to sort of throw itself against Sergei. As it sort of runs towards you, Sergei, can you make a foresight plus reflex check? As once more it fires this projectile of acid at you.
Oh.
Hey, it hit for once. Oof.
Oh,
You take 20 acid damage.
Okay, this is bad. We found a weakness.
Non-physical damage, my one.
I know. I think it should be fine.
Yeah, it's all good. All of you just sort of see for a moment as you see Sergei just get covered in this sort of greenish bile that begins to sizzle and burn away at his armor. That is, however, all it can do. So Yubaste.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Can I pass by here?
You can?
Yep. Okay. I want to climb a little bit on the walls.
Yeah, sure. It's a tight squeeze, but you can do it. As sort of Sergei is just trying to throw this sort of acidic bile off of him, you just clamber on top of him using the ceiling.
Yep. So I will climb on the wall to get closer to this guy, and I'm gonna stab him a little.
Alrighty. That's a hit, and it might be enough to finish it off. It is indeed. You just one quick thrust, just sword straight through the head.
I don't see the other guy.
Okay. Make a perception check, Yubaste.
Okay, perception. I'm just gonna check what my roll is for that. Okay.
Okay. You sort of have a little look here and there, but between Sergei sort of not screaming, but definitely cries of anguish and sort of the gunshots from earlier, you're not able to perceive anything.
It kind of looks dangerous to go inside here.
Yeah, you definitely sort of see various sort of icicles forming. The sewage is sort of solidifying, and the bodies of the dregs is sort of crystallizing into icicles. It definitely doesn't look like a pleasant place to be.
So I'm gonna fuck off.
Okay. Sergei and Tracy.
It's my turn first.
Yes.
I am going to cast. I need to click. Rejuvenate.
Hey. You heal for 4.
Is that the right roll? Is that right? Is that 4?
You've got it dividing by 2 for some reason.
Yeah, I thought
Unless
it was 8.
that's what it's...
Because I thought it was 8.
Let's take a look. I mean, I think it should be 8. But let me check.
Because it's the amount of points that you put into it. So, because I've got a basic of, like an intellect of base 6, but I do not add that to this roll.
Right. The target instantly regenerates a number of hit points equals to the current amount of points that are assigned to your psionics metamorphosis skill.
Okay, so it should be 8. Okay.
Yeah.
That macro is wrong. Probably me copy and pasting, and then like,
That's right.
yeah. Okay, so I
take the edge off a little bit.
I gain 8 hit points. I am no longer bleeding.
Yeah.
And I need it's 30. Okay, I kind of want to move forward, but I sort of like look at Tracy like, like, come on, can we do something about this?
Would you mind?
So I'm gonna pass the turn to Tracy.
Okay. Tracy.
I'm gonna take a step forward. I can't see anyone, so I'm gonna release the cold zone.
Yep.
And then I look at Sergei going, go on then. Off you go.
Well, now I need to roll first.
Okay. Well, I mean, from here, you've basically sort of finished it off. So we'll say you enter on into the room and you're easily able to see the drag sort of crawling away at a very snail's pace, having been quite badly electrocuted and frozen and various other effects. I think
Okay.
there's more ammunition into easily finishing it off without too much difficulty whatsoever.
There you go. Finish it off.
Okay,
so
I just walk around the corner and just with one fell swoop, just gunshots galore, blasting parts out of it. Okay, as you look around your sort of immediate vicinity, trying to sort of assess the situation, Like I say, it very much feels like a hive in here. The sort of metallic and stonework of the sewers has been replaced with fetid material that sort of covers every surface here. In between this material, you sort of find various body parts and dismembered corpses that sort of litter the area. Some that have been partially sort of gnawed on and digested. Others are fairly somewhat intact.
Did you remember to pick up the ID tags from the bodies?
We're getting to that.
I'm just.
So I'm gonna. God, super token. I'm gonna cast Rejuvenate twice again.
Okay.
So I'm now back to full HP.
Hey! Burning all that mental stamina.
And I am moving into the area.
Pretty sure the plan is to take a long rest or a sleep.
Definitely, given that you sort of had your meet last night and you've had sort of a full, not quite 24 hours, but it's getting to that point. A few of you are starting to feel the weariness take hold of you. Yeah, you sort of secure the nearby surroundings. You make sure that there are no more of these things nearby. You're able to find a few sort of a few exits, manhole covers and whatnot that look like the dregs have been using. But otherwise, it definitely seems like the area is secure for the time being, at least. With drops, not so much barking of commands, but reminder to find the tags. You sort of all look around and you're able to scoop up what looks to be 6 more ID tags from the various corpses. Some are in a better shape than others, as others have been just completely blown apart by various sort of shrapnel and projectiles.
So, was that a total of 6, or is it
An additional 6.
So the 4 that we killed plus, or we killed 5. Does the big one have a?
You killed 3 initially in the forests. Then I believe you destroyed a further 4, I think, in the apartment.
5 in the apartments, 3 in the forest.
Yeah.
But okay, what we don't understand is it 6 now, or is it the because you said 6 additional and
Yes.
we killed 4 now? Do you mean 4 now plus 6 additional?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
10 now, or is it
I see what you mean.
now?
6 in total.
6 in total.
I counted previously. There were 5 in the apartment, so there were 3 in the forest and 5 in the apartment because I had a total of 8 before. So new total 14.
Yes.
Nice.
But one of the 6, was it in this big one that was
It
different?
still seems to have the same tag. It just seems to be like a different experiment, a different specimen.
Oh.
Shall we burn this?
Loot it, you mean?
Stuff? No, we can get
Check
rid
for
of all
wallets,
this crap that's
Check
on
for
the
creds.
walls.
Check for you pin sticks, please.
Okay, very well. So with that, can you make a perception check, please, Kai?
Oh, I'm not a person to do this.
I help.
Perception, 8 dice. Submit. 3.
Okay. So you begin sort of scurrying around in the fetid material, seeing what you can find, and it definitely does seem to be a small pile nearby of what you can probably guess are personal possessions. You're able to find what looks to be 3 different U-pin sticks, along with a few sort of odd bits and pieces. Let's say you're able to find a few cred sticks worth no more than maybe 70 credits, as well as what looks to be a sidearm. Nothing particular fancy. Let's take a look in. You're able to find what looks to be an Apex Prowler.
Okie dokie.
Well, I mean, Kai found this one, so it's his loot.
That's how it works, yes.
I'm just thinking, I'm just making sure that I'm not the banker, like I was in case nobody writes it down.
I think there's a little bit more distrust in this group than
What do you mean?
I don't know.
All right, let's go head out and get a hotel.
Okay. So, do you do anything with the current environment, or you're done? You know, you're happy to just leave?
No, I'm gonna try and burn as much of the material off as possible.
Okay. So, with that, you, I presume, just some combustions to get rid of what you can, or if you got anything in your inventory?
No, just good old fire.
So each you sort of see as Tracy sort of looks around and then just flamethrower hands gets rid of large swaths of this sort of biological material from the nearby sewer system.
While they're doing their thing, then I'm checking to see the scanners for the remaining 8.
Yeah, okay. With that, can you give me a diagnostics check, please? Sorry, no, not diagnostics, networking. Apologies.
No worries. 14.
Okay. So, Drop, you've had a good opportunity to just keep your eye on things. And it's somewhat strange. These things haven't moved from their position. You have a little look. It's definitely out of town. It's to the north. And when you sort of cross-reference it with Google Maps or whatever the fuck the equivalent is now, maybe Netcom maps, you're able to find it seems to be a fairly sort of rugged hill terrain. And you're able to see there are a number of long abandoned caves that are meant to be rooted around that area.
Oh, dungeon crawling, eh?
Who knows? But yeah, you've kept an eye on these things. They haven't moved in a while, which is odd.
Yes, it is odd. It's like they're huddling up in there or something.
Or somebody's captured them.
Yeah, we should still be able to trace the tags, though.
Oh yeah, you can still trace and keep an eye on them, see if they move or anything like that. But this is sort of what your current reading is of the situation.
Yeah, I relay everything to the others, so they.
At this point, Tracy has finished just sort of burning away at the various fetid material. It's not quite crystal clean, but it definitely doesn't look like some kind of an abomination now. It looks like fairly sort of more typical sewer system that you'd find. Each of you sort of makes your way through, finding the nearby manhole cover, and pull yourselves out to a back alleyway. You're able to make your way back to your vehicle. A little bit sort of worse for wear in terms of the fashion department, and probably not smelling the best. But otherwise,
holy fuck! What have you been?
Sergey farted.
Oh, I see. Holy shit!
I'm covered in acid. It wasn't me that farted.
And as you sort of make your way back and rejoin Drop, it's now about 7:30 by this point, so the sun is well and truly up. As I mentioned previously, it's been quite a long day. You've had some interesting encounters, to say the least, and sort of your eyes are starting to strain on the morning sun.
All right. So it certainly seems these things are kind of nocturnal. So if you guys want to sleep,
I just collapse.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're taking a rest, what are you guys doing? Are you just resting in your vehicles? Are you going to try and find like a motel or any sort of establishment like that? What would you like to do?
Hotel.
Okay.
Not too expensive.
Like a 3-star?
Okay.
My finances say my upkeep weekly is 2K.
Man's got bills to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that, you have a little look around, and you're easily able to find a small little sort of mum and pa run establishment. It looks fairly basic, but it will only set you back, let's say 25 credits each for the night.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
Shall we have a quick drink break as my cup is empty?
Oh, sounds good.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Cheers.
Sindris, I gotta ask, what the fuck was that green shit that you were drinking earlier?
A smoothie.
What kind of fucking smoothie was that? What was it? Lettuce and fucking spinach or some bullshit?
Mic on.
Spinach, banana, mango, orange juice.
Okay, you removed the spinach. That sounds all right.
It's pretty tasty and it's filled with vitamins, so
Each to their own.
I know.
Why have smoothie when you can have cola? It's pretty much a smoothie. It's vegetable extracts.
I mean, sugar comes from plants.
That is true.
Blur.
All I can read is Coke.
Yeah, it does say vegetable extracts on there. Sparkling
Uh-huh.
soft drink with vegetable extract. Therefore, it's part of my 5 a day.
The science is invaluable.
We are back.
Welcome back.
So back. So back?
I see what you did there.
Yahar.
Is Senor Quincy back?
No.
Not yet, it seems.
So were we able to successfully take an extended
Yeah, so while we wait for Quincy, you find a small little hotel that's able to take you all in. And you have a nice rest throughout most of the day for the next 8 hours.
Okay, so I regain. Oh wow, I regain 33 mental stamina,
Yes.
which is, I mean, I use like 12, so this is fine.
It's all good.
Wait. Be right back.
No.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. Is Quincy back?
I don't think so.
No, shut up. Go away.
All right. So, yes, Kai, you are able to have an extended rest, so you can recover any lost resources that you see fit.
Ammo?
Not ammo, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe I should get that skill that allows you to make ammo, and then we do that before the long rest, and then we
You could do.
and then we sell the ammo, and we actually don't have to do any of these missions anymore.
I mean, you might end up to be Kai's best friend.
No.
Highly, highly unlikely.
I mean, yeah.
Nah.
With that, like I say, you spend the next 8 hours getting some downtime. It's a fairly uneventful extended rest. And when you awaken, each of you, it's sort of about 4 p.m. by this point, so the sun is beginning to wane. But there's a number of people in and about, but you prepare yourselves for the the next leg of your antics, I suppose. Drop, I imagine you sort of immediately check on to see what the latest movements of these things have been.
Yes.
Or you've been taking some downtime. Once again, it seems as though there's been very little in the way of movement. They seem to all the remaining specimens seem to be cordoned into a single area, like I say, just north of the town.
Okay. So you guys,
Sounds good.
this is
You're not time pressured here, so if there's any sort of legwork or there's any sort of shopping that you wanted to do, you have the opportunity to do so, or we can just get straight on into it and you make the journey north.
Kill them all.
Somebody need to buy more ammo.
No, I didn't expend the mag last time.
I mean, I don't even use ammo.
28.
This trusty stun baton in hand.
Yeah, I should probably use my skills next time.
Sharpen my sword.
I mean, I also got enhanced firearm. I could class that frequency.
I do that on myself already.
Oh, you already did that.
Yeah.
How many points have you got into it?
8.
You put 8 points into transmutation.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the only skill I think you took in that as well.
Yeah. I did it for the spell, okay? Extra 4 damage, okay?
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, with that then, you pay on up, like I say, 25 credits each year for the stay, and you hop back into your vehicles to make the journey north. It's not a long journey. You're able to get out the town within 10, 15 minutes or so, and you find yourselves back into the country. The sort of hill landscape you can very easily make out in the waning sun. And as you begin to get on close, there are sort of a number of parked cars here and there across the roadside. And as you head on further, you sort of head off from the nearby roads onto more sort of dirt tracks. As Drop is sort of leading the way with the convoy, telling you which direction to head on into, you very much find yourselves into the countryside now. Okay. So, the hillside landscape is very sort of quiet at this time. There are a number of rocky formations here and there, and you can sort of make out the entranceway to a series of caves here and there. Drop, can I get another tech networking check from yourself, please?
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, you're easily able to sort of analyze the landscape. It's pretty unhindered out here into the open country, and you're able to triangulate the positions quite handily. And it seems as though there is a entranceway fairly close by that should get you guys close to their position very quickly. You hop on out from your vehicles, and there is like this sort of dark, decrepit cave opening nearby. You hear what sounds to be sort of the sounds of water, not too far inside, but once again, it's dark in here. So you're going to have to use something to give you light or some means of vision.
Well, should I just use the grand vision now?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have a means to see in the dark
Oh,
for everyone?
yes. Well, grand vision allows you to give it to 4 people.
I have low light.
Including yourself?
Yes.
Or an additional 4 people?
So I can't click it because I don't have the token, but
Yeah, it's fine.
choose one of the following: low light, night, thermographic vision, For the
Yep.
duration of this power, all individuals whom you target gain this type of vision to use as they please. And it lasts an hour.
So I think Cluster's question is it 4 people and yourself or just 4?
Oh, no, it's 4 people max, so there will be 1 without.
Okay. Maybe I should. I'm pondering if I should stay behind or if I should come with you into the cave.
You're
Sure.
casting low light vision. Cinders.
What?
What were you doing with 4 people?
It's a skill that allows people to see in the dark.
Which the Tikar get naturally.
Is it?
So the car get low light, which helps you out in sort of areas that have some level of lighting. It's not going to be that great in like pitch black.
Ah, okay.
But seeing as the camera on on Tracy's shoulder
Yeah.
projects infrared, wasn't it? Wasn't it infrared? Wait, it's got.
It's all right. Yeah, take your time. Have a little look.
You should buy more cameras. Just give one to each of us.
So many cameras.
Yes, but they are like $750 each.
They're not the cheapest of gear.
That's alright, I've got like 20 grand.
I mean, we should definitely ask this to Kai. I mean, I'm sure he's loaded. Where he was till he bought ammo.
You saw ammo.
Let's see, micro camera was it?
Yes.
Yeah. Micro camera variation. Standard low light night vision thermographic. It doesn't specify what kind of
Yeah.
medium it uses, so if it's not projecting infrared, then it doesn't help. But
So there's a car, like I say, they'll definitely, if there's any sort of low lighting source there, it will be amplified for them because they have low light. Very much like a dwarf, they just can't see in like pitch black.
yeah, so anyways, I do have a flashlight though, so I mean, if you guys want to use that.
Sure, cool.
I'm still pondering whether I should come inside or not. Because, I mean, tight spaces.
It's down to you, Drop.
We need you? No. Are you in the way? Yes.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
So you sort of analyze it. You're having a bit of a back and forth with yourself whether you want to go and drop. You definitely feel as though, given sort of how the OmniNet runs in this day and age, you definitely will have a connection in there. But depending on how deep the group go, much like with the sewers, you may start getting interference if you need to do something.
Yeah. I don't
Just
feel...
enter with the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the car again, I think.
Okay. Sure.
I'm still gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure to check their devices.
Yep. Okay, sure.
So their pings will still work without me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll set up like Tracy's device to be the core network.
Okay, sure.
Which one of us has the best PCD?
Probably not me.
Good question.
I took the negative trade computer challenge, so
We have two.
So did I.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah.
I think mine's pretty basic.
I bought the VMX.
Okay. Then it could well be Kai outside of Drop.
I'll set up Kai's device to be the core then.
Okay.
And I'll make sure to relay the signal to my device as well.
Sure. Sounds good. So you spend maybe 5 minutes setting that up, Drop, as you're sort of debating the situation. But you decide in the end to sort of wait outside. You pull the car up nearby so you have a good vantage point of the entranceway. And like I say, it's quite quiet at this point. There's no like vehicles around you. You're on like a dirt trail, basically.
Yeah. I make sure to that the car is secured.
Yeah.
Lock doors.
And you wish them the best of luck.
I wish myself the best of luck as well, because I'm going to be fucking alone out here.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, just turn off the light. No one will see you.
Just don't check the trunk.
We'll find him dead when we come back.
I mean, you'll get your moment.
Alrighty. So, with that, the rest of you lock and load and you head on inside. Once again, I presume, Sergey, you're leading the way?
Sure.
Okay. In that case, can I get either a navigation or a tracking skill check, please?
They're both the same. Yeah, they're both the same.
Okay. Okay. So with that, you sort of make your way on through. Perhaps this isn't sort of an environment that Sergey finds himself in often. Perhaps he's not really much of a spelunker or anything like that. But nevertheless, you're able to sort of navigate through the cave network without a huge amount of difficulty. As you enter on through, you begin to see the first few signs of activity. There seems to be both blood spatters, but something else sort of, you find what looks to be signs of footsteps, fairly recent ones as well. There seems to be heading deeper into the cave network. At that point, we shall... 2 seconds, I need to give you guys vision. But if you scroll down, it should be the bottom center.
Yay.
Look at the water.
We can see everything, by the way, Prime.
You can see everything. Okay.
Everything.
This area we can see.
Everything. Well, I've soon.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you saw nothing.
I see.
Now we don't
So-
see the weird water squares outside of the cave map.
Yeah, Wonderdraft and water is a little bit funky.
Yeah. All right. So you find yourself in like a deep, a dark cave. Thanks to Sergey's psionics, once again, you're able to sort of make your way on through without too much difficulty. There are a number of pools of water that you see nearby, and there's definitely sort of this atmospheric sort of dripping noise here and there.
This is like the last group of specimen, right?
I mean,
Yes.
there should be 8
Yeah.
individuals.
And I'll clear up the enhance my pistols.
Alrighty. So with that, you make your preparation. Oh, lordy.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Enhance Simple Weapon on both me and Ubaste.
Very well.
What does that do?
So you gain an additional 4 damage and penetration.
Does that mean you can't move away 30 meters from you, Beste?
Yes.
That does mean that, yes, because then
Okay.
you'll lose it.
Damage penetration?
Yes.
30 meters is quite a distance, though.
Yeah, it's fairly decent, yeah.
It's like the entirety of this map. So as long as you don't leave the map, you're alright.
Run.
Alrighty. So as you make your way on through, like I say, you find yourselves getting deeper and deeper into this cave. Sergey's up front, and he sort of identifies there does appear to be a number of trails. However, they seem to splinter off into 2 directions, both the left-hand side and center on. Luckily, none of you are Cyterians, so the sight of water doesn't immediately fill you with dread.
I'm no cat.
Why don't we have a Cyterian?
We used to have a Cyterian.
We did.
You guys had a Satirian?
Fond memories.
Yes.
There's a Satirian in London, and he owes my father a lot of money.
Okay, well, let's just go.
It doesn't sound unlikely that it would be that particular Cyteria.
They all look the same.
Okay, so Prime, can I check the floor to see which path is the most used?
Yes, make a trail tracking check, please.
You really like trails, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Want to go hiking with me?
You have a little look, but between sort of the moisture in the air and how wet the environment is around you, there's mold across most of the surfaces. Very difficult to tell which one is the most used trail.
Environment, wet, surfaces, moldy. Hotel.
It's very much slippery when wet, unfortunately. So you have to watch as you go.
Move up, Sergey.
Okay. Prime,
Hmm?
does the skill hard and soft and surface work on water?
Not particularly for that. You want probably solidify.
Okay, yeah, or ice in
Ice.
this case.
Yeah.
I harden the water.
I mean, you know, you make it soft water or hard water, so you increase
Okay.
the intake.
All that chalk.
I know, right? Okay, so what would the party like to do?
Come on,
Okay.
Sergey.
Which
Do
makes
something.
it
I'm gonna go left.
right. Go left then.
Don't run too fast.
Oh shit, that's wall. Okay.
More water.
It's okay, guys. Just stay behind me.
So, Sergey, as you make your way around the corner, you begin to hear what sounds like chatter and talk up ahead. And as you make your way around, you can see what look to be a number of individuals standing over a series of bodies nearby. Much like with the sewers and the fetid material that Tracy spent some time cleaning off the surfaces, you also notice the further on cave is sort of covered in this stuff as well. As you sort of get closer, it's difficult to sort of make out details at a distance, but you sort of recognize these individuals. The uniform, the sort of stature and the weaponry that they're carrying. You notice the words Theta Industries scrawled over their armor.
Okay. So I informed Drop of this, and I want to ask Drop if he can, listen in on their conversation.
Yeah, I could probably relay if the signal isn't too weak.
Okay. So you sort of analyze the situation. There is definitely some level of degradation given how deep they are, but you estimate it's probably going to be about a -2 penalty to any hacking check.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try anyways.
Okay. So in that case, can you make a tech hacking check, please, to break on into their system?
Absolutely.
We were hired
Minus
as well,
2,
right?
you say?
-2, yeah.
We were hired by FIDA as well, right?
You were hired, apparently. I mean, you've had some interaction already, given Kai's antic with the revolutionaries. They were the ones that took them out, so you had that's how you recognize their armor.
That means they're friendly.
Revolutionaries.
I mean, we'll of course we'll hack their turret thingies and we'll listen in on them, but we already know they're friendly, so.
So with that drop, you're able to get on into their system. Only just. It definitely seems like it's fairly well maintained, but it's still no match for your technical prowess. It gives you basic access rights, which is enough to listen in. If you wanted to do any sort of tomfoolery, you're probably going to have to increase your permission sets, but we can deal with that later if that's what you wish to do.
Yes,
For the
please.
time being, at least you're able to listen in on the conversation. It seems to be a squad of 5 of them with a drone escort. And it seems to be, based on the chatter that they've got going on with their mics, you can tell that they are mopping up the situation. One of them asks another of the guards, Unit 3-4, to report in, and he reports that they finished cleaning. They finished taking down the remaining specimens. There seems to be no more targets in the area.
Yeah. All communication is relayed to everyone in the team as well. So
Okay, so let's just say hi to them.
Yeah, let's say hi. Go ahead.
You can say hi on your own.
I will. Can I deduce which of the targets are the group leader?
You certainly can. So you listen in for a moment. Make a. I think this is going to be reading people. So make an not in. What the fuck did I call it in my own system? It's
Intuition?
Intuition. That's the one.
Okay.
Okay, you sort of read the conversation a little bit, and you can definitely tell it seems to be this individual over here. So let me put a marker on him.
Mm-hmm.
What one shall we go with? Let's just go with the flag. He seems to be the one leading the charge, so to speak. He's asking the others to report in on their findings, etc. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I say to the team, our team, do you guys want me to notify the guards inside that you are coming?
Yeah.
Or do you want?
Yeah, I mean, the one question I've got to my teammates is, what is our goal now? I mean, if let's
Job's
say
done.
we approach them and we're like, "Hi, how are you guys doing?" And they're gonna be like, "Well, great, we're mopping up, we're cleaning up."
They are not
What?
going to do such a thing. They're going to do it, bop, 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 bop,
Yeah.
and then.
I don't think they will. I mean,
do.
the only thing we want to do then is to get the tax from the ghouls.
Yeah.
Their job is to clean up.
Yeah. And we're a loose end.
Exactly.
But
No,
we don't
we have-
have a reason to approach them anymore.
Still
Let's
need
just
the
go.
talents.
No, let's just go in there. Be like, okay, job's done. Where can we get our money? Because I want the money.
Show me the money.
I think I've worked out what Kai's priorities are.
Okay,
Money,
Kai,
money,
you really want to go in there? Because it kind of feels like you're like gonna steal that trophy now.
No. No. I just want my money.
Prime.
Yes.
I will replicate their message tags. So,
Okay.
so my message will be marked with what was the name of the company?
So, Fida.
Fata Industries.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark it Protodyne.
Okay.
Actually,
Fair enough.
So, I got a suggestion before you do anything.
Mhm.
What if we just say that we're part of the Fida group and we're coming along just to collect the tax?
Hey, yo, what's up?
It's like, okay, well, guys, I know you got the situation under control. We got from headquarters, we got some guys going to inspect how you guys did your job. They'll inspect how you're doing. They'll collect the tax, and they'll disappear.
Let me ask you this then. What's your acting dice pool?
I got a charisma of 1. But that's why I'm asking this to drop, because then all I have to do is just shut up and just walk in, take the tax, walk back out. Drop can do all the acting and telling them.
I don't need to act. I'm not there.
But the question I'm asking you is that if you could fake being a leader and then tell them on the radio about a fake mission for us.
This is taking too long.
In answer to your question, Yubaste, so as you're sort of making your way around the corner, it definitely seems like there are a number of sort of dismembered bodies, very similar to what you found in the sewers. Seems to be sort of night goers and civilians.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna grab 2 grenades.
Okay.
Walk with my grenades in my pocket so they don't see it.
Okay.
And like,
Right.
all right, you ready? Just go up ahead.
Kai, what are you doing?
If things
Kai,
go wrong,
stop.
if things go wrong, they'll go wrong big. Okay.
Kai, do you still want me to send the message, or do you want me to stay silent?
What was the message again?
I was gonna notify them of your group.
Yeah, it's fine if they know we're present. So they don't get shocked and shoot at us. I just.
Yeah, I mean, we will know if they are hostile.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I send a text broadcast to the leader of the group,
Okay.
and it's marked with company tag Prototyne.
Very well.
Yes,
Well, I'll load airburst.
Okay. Going big. So with that, to start off with, can you make a 2 second? Need to check. This is going to be falsify metadata. Okay, so to start off with, Drop, can you make a tech hacking or a tech networking skill check?
-2, I guess.
Yes, still a -2 on this. Okay. You're able to spoof the message pretty damn convincingly. It would take some serious sort of investigation work to uncover that they're false messages. So you say, are you sort of attaching any sort of name to this, or are you just sort of addressing it from the corporation itself?
I mean, I'm just gonna.
What would you like to do?
No, it's only gonna be flagged with the corp. I don't want to impersonate anyone.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send a general message.
Sure.
And
Alrighty.
just compose a generic message saying incoming group
Okay.
on my brain.
That's right. Okay. I guess just a generic message saying friendlies coming in.
Yeah, on hire from Prototyne
Sure.
to collect ID tags.
Okay. So with that, Kai, you sort of step on out and begin to head on forward. You can see one of the individuals, the leader, sort of put his finger in his ear on a communique before turning to the rest of his team and saying, friendlies coming in. The rest of them sort of look around, at which point they see Sergey and Tracy sort of moving forward towards them. The main guy sort of steps forward and sort of looks to you all and say, I got a message. Are you the ones that sent the message?
Yeah, that's us.
He looks to you and says, so you're on, what's the word? You're on hire, are you?
Yes, we're on the payroll.
I see. I guess you're here to collect the reward
Tags, yeah.
tags. Alrighty. Let me make a few calls and check this stuff out.
All right, I'll go lean against the patch that isn't covered with blood.
He sort of turns away for a moment, and you can hear him sort of make a communication in. Trop, are you listening on this?
Yes.
Okay, I thought as much. The leader, 3-1, seems to be his call sign. He sort of moves away, and he makes a call, and it is to a familiar number that you see. It is to Zed.
Mm-hmm.
He calls in and says, I got some guys claiming to be on your payroll, looking to take the tag. Zed sort of looks the situation, and he says, where are you at? They go on to explain. We're currently in, he says there's the name of the area, a series of caves, looks like. Zed sort of looks, says, well, if you're not in a public place, it's a loose end that we can tidy up.
Quick message. No longer friendly.
Oh, hang on, somebody's at my window. But...
Yeah, no worries, dude. I heard that.
Okay.
He goes on to say, yeah, if it's a loose end that you can tidy up, that's one less team that we're going to have to pay out for.
Can we?
I mean, this is all being feeded through to your devices in real time.
Yeah, everyone can
Yeah.
hear it.
So,
Once they say the line about a loose end tidying up, I'm gonna pull out the true grenades and throw them.
okay. Can I also do a reaction on this?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be surprised by this, so...
Okay. So what I want to cast is Connected Shield, which is a
Okay.
big dome shield.
Oh, yes.
And I want to cast it where we are to
Yep.
make shield.
What's the radius of this thing?
6 meter.
Oh, Jesus. No, that's a square. That's not what I wanted.
So basically, we're doing all of this at the same time. So I
Yeah.
put up a shield. Quincy's gonna throw a grenade. Rogue's doing the door apparently because he's not here.
I'm dual wielding grenades, not one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so that's the size of your bubble shield that you can make. So I guess
Nice.
something like that.
Holy
Yeah, I think that can work.
Okay. Each of you just sees as this ethereal-like barrier is created around you all, forming a protective dome.
Mic on.
Rogue, did you answer the door wearing that hoodie?
I did.
Nice.
It was my dad who was returning my washing.
Ah, that's very kind of him.
Yes. 'Cause
No,
I don't have room in my flat for a washing machine.
I see. So, Tracy, you see Sergey form a bubble-like shield around you, all 6 meters in radius, forming a protective-like shield around you.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it up to you, Sergey, to track the barrier's hit points pool, because it takes damage like any other individual.
Yeah.
Cool. So with that, Ubaste has made his way around the side. Kai is walking forward with 2 grenades in tow. Okay. Right. So I think from there, battle is probably going to break out. So let's roll for initiative. They are going to be surprised, so they're going to lose their first turn.
So does that mean that the shield will be done on that turn then?
We'll say you do it beforehand.
Okay. Because I'm fine with either. But
Yeah, it's fine. So
I need to look up innate rules.
yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
and then alright. So that's everyone added. So drone is unaware of anything, so it just ponders around. Tracy. Oh, actually, Sergey. Sorry, I didn't say that.
I am the quickest.
You are the quickest.
Okay, well, considering we are going full offensive,
Yep.
I will cast. I mean, why not?
That's the spirit.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mass and Power.
Okay.
And yeah, because the thing is that let's say I bump up reflex.
Yep.
Does that mean that everyone gets an additional 4 to roll on the initiative roll?
Ooh, good question. No, because it's dice pool, and you don't roll, or you don't roll a dice pool for initiative.
You roll 2d10.
Each of these,
Yeah. But then you add to that your reflex and foresight.
Yeah, but it's a dice pool bonus, not a flat bonus.
Okay.
But it would
So-
mean any sort of defensive check or anything that revolves reflex, everyone would get a +4, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, so that was my plan actually,
Okay,
to
sure.
increase everyone's reflex. So everyone's got a +4 reflex. I need to
I
write
will
down.
be kind and say you cast this before Ubaste disappears behind the corner.
I mean, it's a range of 30.
It does, but you need line of sight.
Oh, okay, I need lines. Okay. +4 reflex. So, what do I actually do? I'm actually just gonna move up a bit,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stay behind the shield because the shield will hold. The shield is fine. The shield is safe, and if not, well then
Fair's
I-
enough.
I put
Tracy.
I can't really see them except one guy just sticking out there.
Yeah.
So, what was the range of Cold Snap? 30. That's pretty decent. So I'm going to take 2 steps to the right, so I get
Right.
clear view. And I'm going to Cold Snap straight on the leader, center of the
Okay.
leader.
Remind me again, what's the radius of this?
Radius was 4 meters.
Okay. Okay, so square on the leader, so I guess something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Alrighty.
Good.
Good.
And I'm going
Yeah.
to come there.
Nice. Kai.
5.
Oh, boy. 4. Can you step out of the barrier and go back in?
Yeah. So stepping into the barrier simply just it requires 2 meters of movement, I believe. There might be
yes.
one.
It's
Stepping in.
difficult terrain.
Stepping out though?
Yeah, so if you just pass through the barrier, it's difficult terrain.
Alright. 4 meters left. There you go. I forgot how big this blast radius is.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Yeah,
Quincy, if I lose the shield because of your explosives, this is not how it's supposed to be, okay?
the blast radius is 6 meters. So a big bang.
So basically, because my shield is 6 meters as well, so you just take that circle and just copy and paste it.
Hopefully Ubaste is safe from the blast radius.
Yeah, it should be alright.
Just one question. Those attacks, can they be destroyed by explosives?
I mean, they're fairly durable, but it's going to depend how big of a bang this is going to be.
We might not even get paid anyway, so...
Yeah.
I'm just
What? This pisses off Kai.
So Kai, which grenades are you throwing out of interest? Fragmentation?
HE1 grenades.
Okay, high explosive grenades. Here we go.
I'm dual wielding them. So
Alright.
I'll dual wield throw them towards this square, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm going to need you to make 2 thrown weapons check. This is going to determine where it actually lands.
Okay. I might be in the blast radius.
I mean, you can throw it from behind the barrier.
Can I?
Yeah, it's a hostile thing that it blocks.
Do I have line of sight if I stand in?
That's why the barrier is great, because we can
Yeah,
shoot at
good.
them, they can shoot at us.
So yeah, I'll just throw it at this square then.
Yep, sure.
6 meter radius is good enough, I guess.
I mean, don't get it too close. So I don't want to break the
I
barrier.
mean, it depends on how well I roll this. And I'm cool,
Oh,
so it's going to be
God.
-2 as well. Thrown weapons.
Thrown weapons, please. I need 2 checks because you're throwing 2 projectiles.
First grenade.
Yep.
That's 3. Second grenade. A 1.
Okay. I'd like you to roll a d8, please. This determines the direction where the center is going to move.
Cool.
Okay, 3. So 1 is up top, 2. So 3 is eastwards.
Ooh,
And you got a 1, so it's going to move 4 meters eastwards.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Okay, so that's there. And then the second one, you did actually manage to get on target, so it would be
This one, right?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Well,
Roll 2 sets of damage for me, please.
the grenade that's on target. Doink.
Okay.
They need to make reflex plus foresight.
Yeah, I'm loading up the stats while you roll the damage.
So can I make a suggestion actually before we do the whole grenade throw thing?
No. I did it.
I mean, that
Oh,
time
no,
is
no.
long gone.
No. I mean, could drop like interceptor communications so they can't war and see what we did.
Said.
I mean, he's
it's a bit-
going to get a go. Drop's going to get a turn beforehand, so he could very easily do that on his.
Yeah, that was already on my plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm making. Sorry, what was it? Reflex and endurance. Yeah.
Foresight.
A foresight. Okay, so this would be not
Safe.
that hard, but let's
Safe to have it. 4. You need a 4.
7. Okay, so the regulars fail, but the leader does get a success for half. It's still a fuck ton of damage.
Second grenade.
Yeah.
Second grenade does. Kind of the same damage.
Okay. Oof. So, as these 2 blasts just tear the cave asunder, you watch, and you know that these guys, they look like they're carrying some pretty decent armor, but the grenades just rip through it. You see the 2 that are closest to the grenade itself just get torn to pieces, like it's chunky salsa just all over the place. The ones that are a little further away, including the one that seems to be leading these guys, they're still standing, but like they're not looking good at all. You know, they begin to just scream in pain.
And then move back.
All right.
It's a lot of movement.
Nice. So, with that, would be Faker Industries. However, they are surprised, so they get to do nothing.
Do they still get affected by cold snap?
Yeah, they just can't react. So, this would be 2 of them are within the zone.
Okay, so 1.
Okay, both of them fail, so that's 5 cold, 5 mental. Nice. Nicely done. At which point, it's on you, Baste.
Hey. Okay, I wanna have a little look here.
Okay, so you come around the corner and it's just absolute fucking chaos. There are dismembered limbs all over the place. There is just blood and gore. Those that survived are just trying to pick themselves up.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, what's that thing?
That is a drone. You see a quadruped, not a quadruped, a quadcopter drone. Somewhat damaged by the explosion, but it looks fairly sort of, you know, military grade S. So it's got a bit of durability to it.
I do have some EMP grenades.
As you make your way around the corner, you've probably got the best sort of look at these guys. They look like they're carrying some pretty decent gear. Definitely looks to be sort of assault rifles for the most part, but you do also notice a couple of sort of grenades on a few of them.
Okay. So, let's see. Range here is 15.
Yep.
And grenade EMP. Oh, wait. EMP says 16. I'm backing off one more step.
Okay.
I mean, not. I wanted to go just within the range.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's fine. You sort of gauge the distance a little bit, and you think you're in range without too much difficulty.
Yep.
Okay, you let loose an EMP grenade.
So I guess it's thrown.
Okay, in that case, can you make a thrown weapons check, please?
Yep. For that one.
Yep. You're looking for 3 or above, I believe. Or it might be 4. 5 is more than plenty. It lands square on underneath the drone as it sort of blasts out. You see the drone just fly into the nearby wall, and it's completely down.
Now,
Yes.
with how many actions did thrown weapon?
2.
So I could still go and stab this guy.
You could, yeah. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Classic Gabaste.
Stab.
You take out a grenade, throw it, and before it's even gone off, you're just at the guy's back, just slashing at him. Okay, so this guy's pretty heavily injured. Let's see what he rolled. Okay, he's, despite being somewhat taken back by the grenade, he sort of hears you coming, and he's just able to dodge your attack, unfortunately.
Damn. Okay, I just need to calculate how much I moved.
Yeah, sure.
I moved from the corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 16.
Yep.
And so maybe I could go back like a little bit just to try and work. Because I don't want to be seen. Or I could go here.
Okay. Is that where you like to go?
That's enough.
There's enough.
That's probably enough.
Drop.
I just don't want too many to see me. Or
Makes sense. So, Drop, what would you like to do?
I want to block incoming, outgoing connections from.
Okay. There's enough. With that, let's get a... I'd say this is probably more networking than anything else.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, it seems as though you're easily able to sort of cordon off the connection and just disrupt it to the point where there doesn't seem to be any sort of bandwidth left for sending and receiving messages.
Mm.
Nicely done.
That's action 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Good stuff. Right, Sergey.
Sergey?
Oh, yes, that's me.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to the names. Okay, well, explosions are over.
For now.
I'm gonna go through the barrier.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand here.
Yep.
And so
I'm batting away.
Do I take damage if I stand in the cold snap?
Yes. If you start your turn or enter it, I believe.
Okay, you know what? I am not gonna move behind the barrier then.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a skill.
Okay.
Which is I'm gonna cast Effort Bolt on this guy.
Yep.
And then I want to knock him in the direction of the leader.
Okay, fair enough. That should be pretty easy to do from your current position.
So.
What check am I making, please? Okay, endurance plus reflex. Fair enough. Oh, yes, you square on. You just hit the guy straight into the back of the other one. So they take the additional damage.
So I roll the damage again for the
Yes.
additional? I roll it again.
Roll, should say what additional damage they take. If the target happens to collide with another individual or suitable solid, both of them take fall then prone. Let's 2 seconds.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna.
Yep, no worries. So yeah, both of them should take 3d10.
Okay, so I already
In
rolled
addition to
once.
3d10.
An additional 3d10.
Yes. It does the damage regardless, but if you're able to knock the target into another, they take an additional 3d10. Nice. Okay, the grunt that was hit and then just gets thrown into the other guy. You just hear his spine break in two. The other guy, the leader, is looking pretty distraught, but also not in the best shape. So he's just still standing somehow, not by much, but yeah, he's definitely got some serious augmentation going on to survive that much.
Okay, I'm gonna then use my last action point.
Yep,
to cheer on Tracy to finish him off with a help action.
very well, Tracy. You get a +1 to your next action.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Tracy.
I can't see anyone, so I'm going to move across. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
I still can't see anyone, so 5. Still can't see anyone, so I'm going to need to dash to increase my movement
Okay.
through the barrier.
Yep.
Now I see him.
Hey.
So it's going to be a combustion to the face,
Ooh, nice.
which I
Right.
don't have set up as a macro.
No, it's fine.
So combustion was good. Oh, combustion, foresight, and reflex.
Okay.
And then select my token. Energetic 14, so I get, was it +1?
Yes, you get a +1. More than enough.
So that is going to be...
Between grenades going off, getting a guy thrown at him, and now burn with flamethrower hands, yeah, he's not able to sort of move out of the way in time. And you just see the 3-1 get burnt up completely. He is down.
Nice.
He left.
There is one guy left next to you, Bastang, by the looks of things. Kai.
Oh, well. Let's see if you bestie is unlucky.
Fair enough.
What?
Oh,
What are you doing?
just extra movement.
Okay.
No, your bestie is lucky.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
Otherwise, some Airbus round might have gone off next to you.
There's also some communication within the group. You know, you can hear each other talk and stuff.
What is this newfound technology?
All
What?
I hear is gunshots.
Technology?
I mean, all I hear is a loud bang, so my ears are pretty plugged up. What communication?
Okay. I think, yeah, the guy looks around the one that's last standing. He sees this Takar in his face trying to stab him pretty hastily. He sees more of you coming around, and he also sees like all the rest of his fire team dead. So he's just going to put his hands up and surrender. It's down to you, your best day, how you wish to deal with this.
I'll tie him up.
Fair's enough. Okay, he drops his weapon onto the ground and just puts his hands up, surrendering. Okay. Quick toilet break, and then let's see how this proceeds.
Sounds
Mhm.
So, Quincy, how much
Yeah.
money did you just throw away with those grenades?
Like 1100.
Wow.
I mean, nice.
It worked, right? So
I mean, I didn't even get to use the damn shield.
That's a good thing, right?
but I get to use my grenades.
Yeah, you did.
Don't worry, I'm out of grenades now.
Maybe we
And
should
since
have our
it's not
employers pay the bill for material as well.
There must be money to get somewhere in this fucking world.
Oh,
Damn.
damn.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
You're watching, so it's leaking through, Quincy.
How is it? Fuck. I'm only like 30 volume. What the fuck?
I'm disappointed, Quincy. I expected porn.
I mean, I have to wait on you guys, okay?
Alrighty, I am back.
Welcome.
So, this guy, he willingly surrenders to Ubaste, who immediately pulls out some restraints, ties him up, leaving him to the side. As you make your way sort of through these charred and sort of just completely fucked landscape, you sort of look around. Definitely like the fetid material has sort of blended in with the body parts that have been sprawled across the landscape. You have a little look across. Like I said previously, these guys, these Fater Industries fire team, they definitely seem to be kitted out, but a lot of it has been badly damaged from the fucking explosion.
All right.
You have a little look across, and you can find some fairly decent gear in here. Okay. So you're able to find a couple of what look to be Yamasaki Spectre assault rifles. You're able to find a few sort of magazines of both pistol and assault rifle bullets. Seems to be they were wielding armor piercing. as well as some flechette rounds. So we'll say 3 magazines of pistol, 3 magazines of assault rifle flechette rounds, and 4 magazines pistol, 4 magazines assault rifle armor piercing.
Okay.
Fast talking. What's the last one?
Okay. I'm not going to write down the
Sorry,
ammo.
okay. So you're looking at 4 magazines of pistol flechette rounds. 3 magazines of pistol flechette rounds. 4 magazines of pistol armor piercing. 3 magazines of flechette assault rifle. And 4 magazines armor piercing assault rifle.
Okay, and how many of the Yanisaki Spectre assault rifles did we find?
2.
2. Okay, so I wrote down the rifles. I got no use for ammo.
You're able to find some of their armor is fairly decent. It looks like the majority of them were wearing full combat armor. I'll say 2 of them are intact.
What's the pistol? Light or heavy?
Light.
Shit.
Guys, don't forget the ID tags.
You're also able to have a little look through. It seems as though of the 8 tags that were originally here, only one of them has been able to survive the explosion.
I mean, wait. I got something.
Take pictures.
I got something.
Okay.
So I want to cast a skill
Yeah.
called Renew.
Oh, okay.
Where is the thing with the skills?
That's all right. Take your time.
I was like, combat is over, close everything.
I'll
The one you mean, though.
take a picture with my PCD.
Okay, sure.
The Vita guys.
Yeah.
And send it to Zed.
Okay, fair enough. Right, so focusing on a target object or item. Okay, this will do the trick. However, you're going to have to use it once per tag that you wish to recover.
That's a lot of mental stamina.
I have to use it once per tag I want to recover.
It's a single object. It will do the trick, but you're going to have to do them one at a time.
I mean, I only use this 1 mental stamina for me, so we're looking at 7.
You're looking at 7.
Okay, so you want me to make the roll?
You don't need to make the roll. It'll be enough to recover them pretty.
Okay, so I'll do the skill, and it will use up 7 mental stamina for me.
Okay, taking one for the team. So, with Sergei sort of kneeling down, and you're able to see him fuse together the electronics. It's kind of strange how it works, but when he's done with his thing, the tags, they've definitely taken a little bit of wear and tear, but they work now.
Good as new.
I'll send the picture to Zed with the underneath it.
Okay, there is a... Oh, sorry, after you, Quincy?
I'll send the picture and a little text underneath... pay up, or we will deal with loose ends ourselves.
Okay. So, with that, there is a brief window of sort of silence on the line before a message comes back saying, how are they going to play this?
You're hired.
I think, okay, Zed sends back a message saying, how many tags do you have?
8.
22.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sergei selling yourself short. Okay. Zed sends back a message and says, we can make a transfer. You did the job. We'll make sure payment is sent.
When you hire professionals, make sure to act professional back.
I'll tell him you have an hour.
Okay, very well. So with that, he sends a reply saying, sending payment. The messages are short and sweet. There's no sort of sense of there's no sort of ominous overhangs on the message. It's pretty much just short and sweet, saying I'll send payment.
Well, I guess he took the visual message to heart.
I've got some more intimidating stuff. He doesn't pay.
About 15 minutes goes by, and we'll say during this time frame is when you're sort of scouring the nearby landscape, finding all of the various bits and pieces. This is when the message comes in for full payment.
Nice.
All right, we should clear this place, Tracy.
Yeah, I will burn all the bad stuff again.
Take all the weapons and
Okay.
ammo and
Sure.
everything usable, and then burn it all, I guess.
Okay. Very well. I mean, the grenades have done a pretty good job already. So, Tracy, it doesn't take you too much time to just finish off the last few remaining bits and pieces.
I got a question about the
Yes.
droid.
Yeah.
How is the condition of that?
Okay, it is in perfect condition. Well, actually, not quite. It did take a little bit from one of the grenades, so it's got some shrapnel marks and whatnot, but it's in a fairly good working order. It just looks like it's been disabled for the time being.
I was thinking that if we take that back and give it to Drop as a souvenir, like, hey, we got back from the cave, and wow, we found this droid for you,
Yeah,
then he could use it as a distance to help us with the combat.
potentially.
What kind of a check is that?
For
Pilot a drone. Pilot a drone.
repair it, do you mean?
For like Drop to use it as a weapon.
So with drones and automations in general, you've got two different ways you can do it. Either you can let it do its own thing, in which case it will be the stats of the drone itself. You kind of just give it either a verbal command or an electronic command. Or instead you can take manual control of it and it will be your skills.
So that's
Would it be-
is that piloting aircraft or?
Yes. To pilot it, yes. But if you wanted for example, shoot a weapon, it would be guns, turrets.
Okay, cool.
What's your good third skill?
Mine
Yeah.
3.
All right.
Duck and cover as the gun flies out everywhere.
Maybe I should take the drone then.
Yeah, I could probably like repair it and stuff, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna fly it.
So it is a Wasp, which is a aerial, quite a heavy class drone. It is 1.5 by 1.5 meters.
Strap that to the roof.
Okay, I am not writing that one down, so because I think Jimmy, I'm giving it to you, so you should write it down that you got it.
Yeah.
Like I say, it doesn't look like it's really taken that much damage. You definitely Drop. You're probably going to be the best one to fix it up, but you don't think it'll be a particularly difficult job, especially with Ubaste's use of the EMP grenade to take it down.
What is the weapon installed on it, or is that one?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. You, Kai, I imagine, given your sort of background, you're fairly hip with the latest firearms to come out.
Yeah.
You notice that it seems to have on it 2 seconds.
Fucking flamethrower.
It's not a flamethrower, no. It does, however, have a Yamasaki Cerberus, which is a military-grade railgun.
Oh,
Oh, a railgun, eh? That's pretty impressive.
It's a restriction level 4 railgun.
Oh. That's the best railgun there is. Fuck
Yeah, it does 5d10 physical damage.
12 piercing.
ow.
Whoa, that's a lot of piercing.
Uh-huh.
So was this like your secret weapon to take us out, and then
I thought it would
do you
be.
know-
I need something that's going to cut through all of your guys' armor. Let's put a really fucking good railgun on it.
and then one grenade? Okay, well that was that
It's
one.
part of the system. You planned really well, it paid off. I'm sure there will be other encounters where you don't plan so well and you get your ass handed to you.
Sounds like a challenge.
So you finished clearing up. You're able to find a couple of magazines worth of railgun ammunition. Let's say 3 as well for the weapon. You finish clearing up. Drop, you sort of analyze the traffic just to make sure there's nothing coming in. But it seems as though the grenades have basically finished off all of their electronic equipment. There's nothing going in and out.
Yeah.
So, you've got a prisoner in tow. What would you like to do?
Release him, I guess.
Well done.
What?
Release him.
Tracy. That didn't sound like Tracy.
No, that wasn't Tracy. That was me.
No loose ends.
Ask him some questions.
Sense.
It's down to you guys. I mean, yeah, he's restrained. He's not going anywhere.
I offer him a.
And I mean, he's kind of a little bit scared considering how you just completely annihilated his fire team that he was a part of.
I offer him a cup of tea.
He sort of looks to it for a moment, a little bit taken back and confused, but he agrees to your generosity.
You see, a cup of tea sounds a bit like PTSD. That's what we all give him.
He sort of looks at you and says, "Who are you guys?"
Did you put bloom in it, Rogue?
No.
Like,
It's the English thing. You always offer people cups of tea.
Yeah. While you're burning the bodies, he sits there sipping his tea.
I heat the kettle up with the combustion.
I see. Fair enough.
When he asks that, I'll just say that are mercenaries.
He looks to yourselves and says, "Look, I'm just in it for the paycheck."
Same.
He's just a grunt, so release him, I guess.
What can you tell us? What?
He looks at you and says, "What do you want to know?"
I mean, like this research here. All the zombie soldiers are.
We've been keeping an eye on them since those fucking meta-human revolutionary cunts. They broke into the facility and all hell broke loose. We've been on damage control ever since. Me and the rest of the guys, well, look, Fader Industries, they're trying to cover their footsteps, as you can imagine. They don't want this getting out. So they've got a couple of teams, well, more than a couple, maybe 3 or 4 teams in similar sizes to ours, going around town, around the outskirts, just trying to find these things and getting rid of them. We managed to track these guys down to this cave. We came into Clear House, and that's when you guys got involved.
First, they hire a special team to do the job, and then they declare it out themselves.
Look, they're just trying. If they have the opportunity to get rid of them without making a fuss, then more the merrier. I imagine they see you as loose ends that they can keep. That they try to keep you quiet with. The more people that know about this situation, the higher probability there is of a leak. And that's the last thing they want.
So, So, if that's the case, and him being like loose ends and everything, what makes him sure that they won't kill him as well?
Well, I mean, considering I'm on their payroll, I'd like to think that I'm a valued employee.
Okay.
Bearing in mind you are also on the payroll.
The payroll, yeah.
Yeah, as that second company, though.
I mean,
A third party.
yeah, Quincy, wat is ZZP'er in het Engels?
Self-employed.
Okay, self-employed, yeah.
The contractor.
Self-employed contractor.
Look, I've been doing this job for a few years now. Whereas yourselves, I imagine you're just a third party, someone that's isn't quite as bound to adhere to Fader Industries' wishes, perhaps. But if you've done if they're aware of what you've done here, they're not going to be particularly impressed with your handiwork. I'd definitely keep low.
They should keep low as well.
No, they should pay us.
They
They
did.
have paid us.
Oh, they have paid us. Okay,
How much
well,
money did we get? 22.5k total?
Yes.
Yeah.
Divided by 5 is 5.5k.
Yes.
That almost makes it back up. Yay.
Beta Industries aren't one to pull punches. They aren't one to harbor those who cross them. They'll find a way to get even if you let them.
Well, we didn't cross them.
Crossed us. I mean,
Look, I agree. I'm not saying that, but they're not going to see it that way.
I don't care.
okay, do you know, like, are they using humans for these experiments, or what are they doing? Are people volunteering? Are they
Voluntary? No, there's no volunteers, not in this. Most of them are a combination of homeless that have been taken off on the street, orphans, things of that nature. They find ways to get test subjects, whether they be willing or not.
Disgraceful.
Mm-hmm.
Most were in psychiatric care. From what I hear, they were able to pay off the right people and get them moved from the mental institutions. Those that won't be missed.
I see.
Is there any information on their security and things? Like,
He says, well, security is going to be tight, especially now that we had the incident a couple of nights back. But he sort of looks around and sort of hands over what looks to be a lanyard with a key card on it. He says, this will get you past the front gate, and maybe a little beyond that, but it won't get you far into the facility. But it's the best I can do.
No, right, that's what the explosives are for.
why are you giving us this? Aren't you working for them? Will you tell them that you
Oh, he's dead.
murder us?
He's dead.
Oh,
We're not
No.
killing him.
No,
we're not killing him.
That as in like that to the company.
He looks to you and says, the rest of my fire team's dead. They're going to start asking questions as to why I'm alive, and probably the only reason is going to be that I told you something. I'm as good as dead if I stay around here, so I'm going to be moving on to other pastures. I think that's the only thing I can do at this point. Look, I never supported what they did, but it was a steady paycheck, which is something that, not many people can say for in this day and age. If you allow me to, I'm going to get out of here, put this all behind me.
South
But maybe
Africa.
this might be my chance of doing right.
Do you have a private personal device? I send us a.
He nods, yeah.
I send my contact to him for maybe so that he can have a new identity made for him. I'm not going to pay for you, but this is. I can do this for you.
Godroy.
Sort of nods to the ethereal voice. I imagine one of you just kind of got dropped on speaker or something to speak.
Yeah.
He sort of looks to you and says, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, the name was Paul, I guess, but if you could give me a new identity, maybe
Yeah, was is a correct term.
Yeah.
You best forget that name and everything connected to it.
Very well. Alrighty. So, is there anything else that the remainder that you'd like to do from here, or are you all good with the situation?
Should get the fuck out.
I just got a question about this cave. The way we entered, is that the only entranceway?
No, there seems to be other sort of. It seems to be part of a wider network. Obviously, if you want to get back to dropping the vehicles, it would probably make sense to go back out the same way. But it's not the only way.
Okay, and did we get all of? Well, we didn't actually get a single one, but did we get all of the
specimens? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just leave all the specimen chips here.
Yeah.
What? No, I fixed them. I'm taking them with me.
Yeah, you give them to me.
Yeah.
Specimen chips?
Yes.
Chips they can track? You want to keep them? Okay. Okay. Okay.
I mean, we probably got like some sort of box that blocks any kind of magical signal.
No,
Fine.
we got paid. I get the chips.
Okay.
I will disable them
Okay.
so they will not be able to track them.
So at the moment, I just I'm gonna drop like, okay, chips, drone. Good luck.
And we still clean up, like, I think,
Okay.
with the bodies and stuff, because then we have done our job, and hopefully they will see it as that. But like you said, they'll probably try and kill us.
Yeah, the other 3 fire teams on the way now, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now we can really say that we have done our job.
As I said, you should get the fuck out of the cave.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Run.
more people should get into the armored car, maybe? Or definitely don't go on the bike.
I mean, you can put the bike in my pickup truck.
Okay, so nevertheless, you all sort of make your way out of the cave. As you sort of exit, I presume you're letting Paul go? Is that the case?
Yeah, Paul's a survivor.
Yeah, Paul's
Okay.
fine.
I take it
I
he
mean-
doesn't have any guns or anything on him.
I presume you've disarmed him.
I hope so.
We can give him a ride into town if he wants.
No, walk.
Yeah, no, he's on his own. Maybe just like a basic pistol if there was one floating around, but nothing.
Yeah, we'll say that there was a couple of light pistols.
I mean, we gave him a cup of tea. That's enough. Drinks of water for him to survive the journey.
Yeah.
Okay,
Survive?
Survive.
fair's enough. You all load on up into your various vehicles and head on back towards town. You head on back to wherever you wish to do next. So, if you're heading back to town, it won't take you too long. But what's your next destination?
We should not go back to town.
London, baby.
Okay.
Pop.
Back to-
I think we should do some more investigation into the facility.
No, job's done. Bye-bye, guys.
Okay, you go off. Drop. What do you think?
I'm not happy with how they treated us. I think it's going to be that, just like Paul said, they're going to come after us all.
Well, as a metahuman, I find my rights very important, and I would like to get into contact with the Metahumans' Right Revolution.
I'm sure they're going to love you after some of their members mysteriously disappeared.
That I had nothing to do with that. I did not touch the bodies.
You were just there when their heads exploded.
I was as taken back as you guys were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I was very shocked. Gotta say.
So shocked.
Sus.
So shocked.
And then immediately forgot when the pay came through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My acting.
Kaisas.
Yeah, so what's your plan? Do you consider the job done and you put it behind you, or do you wish to investigate further? What's the group's decision?
I mean, if Kai wants to go back to London, we could go back to London and return. But I don't think it's safe to stay around here for now.
Alright, and let's have a little council session, okay? Do you how are really scared in our panties poopies that the company is gonna come back to us?
I mean,
I sent and begs them on what the fuck happens if they do.
say, Quincy, are you going to talk that same way when you run out of money?
Yeah. Still have done.
Maybe we should make contact with the metahuman people.
They sound like a bunch of pussies.
I mean, but
Coming
they
from
got...
the overgrown cat.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you this question. We kind of pissed off your employer. So you need
Previous
money.
employer?
And maybe the metahuman revolution maybe has money.
You don't know how revolutions work. There's not much money involved in revolution.
I mean, to be fair, they're usually the underdog, the ones that don't have any money.
I mean, sure, some shite in the research lab is probably worth something. What?
I mean, we could also go to one of FIDA's competitors and like
Yeah. Like,
be like, well, I mean, do you want to hear a story?
what competitors are there to FIDA?
Okay, so from what you've been able to look into, Fader Industries there's not that much in the way of public records about them. They're definitely seem to be more so. They seem to be a subsidiary mainly, and you've been able to sort of look through the records and find that they are a subsidiary of Protodyne, which is one of the largest corporations in the world that specialize in genetics. In terms of sort of rivals, you have a little look through. Kinshura Cyber Systems might be a potential. There are a few others, but they're probably the main one. So if you wanted to go to a competitor, there's definitely opportunities to do so. What did you have in mind?
Contact the competitors.
Okay.
Saying
The
that
one
we
that
might,
pays the most.
saying that we might get hands-on research of them directly.
Okay. Yeah, you could definitely do. They might be able to set you up with something if you're able to, get the goods, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Drop could probably Google for us which company pays the most.
Google.
Alrighty, in that case, let's end the session there, and then when we resume next week, then we'll have a little bit of a continuation of this. We'll have you guys trying to find a potential competitor and see what arrangement can be made there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We got a drone.
I have got a drone.
Yeah.
Very dangerous weapon as well.
Yes. I want to shoot
I mean-
somebody with that railgun.
You do realize it's an outlaw weapon, right?
And
Like the grenades weren't.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't talk about the grenades, they're gone.
It's a perfect crime. Destroys the evidence themselves.
Oh, and then you got Sergey, like, only has legal stuff.
oh,
Hey, I choose to just...
He obeys the law.
By
I
the way,
obey the law, and I don't want to use dangerous weapons.
The railgun isn't outlawed. It's restricted only.
Oh, it's restricted. What kind of weapon is it actually? Is it heavy or...
Long gun?
It'll be pretty heavy, yeah.
or is it a long gun?
It's a long gun, yeah, sorry.
It's a long gun, okay.
If only you were playing Deadshot.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I found that the weakness we had in the group was that there was no frontliner or someone that could heal or cast shields.
Mhm.
So that's why I made this character.
Well, there you go. It seems to be working out pretty decently so far.
who needs
Yes.
a front line?
Well,
Yeah,
thank you very much. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking about getting a ballistic shield in case I ever want to go tanky.
Nice. But that would mean you have to give up one of your pistols.
Yeah, that's bullshit, isn't it?
I mean, to be fair, Prime,
Yes.
you weren't very. I mean, you were so close on projecting the future there, with the splitting up of the United States. I mean, there could have been a United Democratic States and a free California Republic and so and such.
Yeah.
Just miss it by a couple votes.
I mean, there's still, 87 years left? It might come to true.
Yeah, could be Trump Jr. and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Playing the long